Hey everybody, welcome in. It's Chris and Emmett giving you some updated reactions to MSU's big win this afternoon. First game of the quarterfinals was at noon, and MSU took care of business, beating Oregon 74-64. Leading scorers for the Spartans, Jace had 17, Jaden Akins added 12, Jeremy Fears with 11 and 5, Cohen Carr had 10 points and 8 boards. And wouldn't call it our best effort, but I think it was a pretty solid game from the Spartans. Emmett, of course, live from the arena. Found a corner to hide in for a minute to speak with us. So, Emmett, what were you seeing up in the press box?
This was a team that came out on fire. Started off with a quick, I believe, 8-0 run, and then got up, I believe, 10 around half, which was their highest lead in the first half. Proceeded to kind of squander it away, just like we saw against Michigan when the Spartans were up by 22 at half, squandered it down to 11. We saw very similar, excuse the all-star in the background if you can hear that from my end. But the Spartans were up 10 or 11, proceeded to only up 1, and at one point I believe Oregon did take the lead or got close.
Yeah, they did.
After that, the Spartans kind of calmed down, were able to start hitting their shots, mostly Jace Richardson. Second half had 12 of his 17 points. So Richardson was the guy to stabilize it. Scary play near the end, which was upgraded to a flagrant 1. TJ Bamba managed to knee Richardson in the head and neck area. Did not appear to be the intent, but obviously your knee can't get to someone's head without there being a little bit of a call to happen. Flagrant 1, Richardson checked out of the game after shooting his 2 free throws, made 1. Speaking of free throws, that was a big issue for the Spartans today, 58% from 3 in basically both halves, if I'm not mistaken. But Richardson, I talked to him in the locker room. He said that he is all right. The hit that he took in Maui is much worse. It was more of a neck pain than an actual headache concussion. So hopefully we will be seeing Richardson tomorrow. Other players to highlight, Cohen Carr, obviously went off tied his career high of 8 rebounds. Carson Cooper was in his Dirk bag again, making that underhanded hook shot. Have never seen anything like that from Cooper or almost any Spartan big.
Yeah.
Just overall, this was a team that came out on a mission and just demolished what I thought was going to be potentially the hardest remaining competition. Obviously, Wisconsin, assuming they win, they're up like 14-15 right now, based on what I'm hearing from the PA. This Wisconsin team does have Klesmet back, so that is going to be interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. And real-time update, there's about 2:50 to go in the first half of the Wisconsin game. They are up 42-27. Wisconsin looking good early. We'll see if that continues to hold. A lot of game left. But yeah, no, the biggest issue to me was free throws today.
For sure.
Shooting was 58%, I think we said, for the whole game. That's not going to be cutting it come the rest of the tournament or the NCAA tournament. Some of that is we had some of the free throw shooters at the line not being our best free throw shooters in general, so that's part of it. But Jace missed a couple. I think
Jace shot 60.
Yeah.
He went 6 for 10. Richardson had a very off night for Jace Richardson standards, at least.
Yep, and then I know Jeremy Fears had missed a couple too, which I know he's not necessarily the most locked down, but he's fairly consistent with them. So something that's going to have to definitely clean up. 3-point shooting tonight was outstanding. 7% from 3. They went 7 of 15. If the Spartans make 7 or more threes in a game, then that's going to be a really good sign for this offense. And
Frankie Fiddler made a 3.
Yes, Frankie Fiddler got a 3. Yep. If he can get going too, his outside game can get going. That'd be a huge plus too. So we'll see how that translates going into tomorrow. Obviously, hopefully Jace is healthy. It sounds like he's going to be okay, but we'll wait to see for sure until we get the final word. Probably tomorrow morning before the game. MSU game will tip at 1 p.m. Like I said, it's the Wisconsin-UCLA winner we will get. And then the other semifinal game will happen after MSU. And then I believe the finals, should we get there, or looking forward for the rest of the tournament, the finals I think are set for 1 o'clock on Sunday as well.
I believe so, yeah.
Something around there. So And
I have the
then,
media schedule somewhere. I'm just too lazy to check it right
yeah,
now.
we'll cross that bridge and announce it if we actually get that far. So tough test regardless if we get Wisconsin or UCLA tomorrow. So it'll be another good game. MSU hockey does play tomorrow night at 6 on Big Ten Network after the basketball is done. That's their Big Ten semifinal against Penn State, against Notre Dame. And that will be tomorrow night. So Big Ten tournament games everywhere tomorrow. So a lot of watching to unfold. We'll get more of a breakdown. I don't know when we're going to record our next episode and get Zach in, but we wanted to get you some instant reactions to today's game and get you primed for tomorrow. These Big Ten games, quick turnarounds. So, Emmett, did you want to add anything before it gets hectic in there for you?
Not really. Just very glad to see the Spartans, and I thought this could be their toughest test remaining in the Big Ten tournament. Again, was a team that I was scared for the Spartans to face after seeing them go up 14. Obviously, Oregon did not see Jeremy Fears the first time, so that was a bit of a nightmare for them, and Shellstad in particular. I believe he was held to 2 for most of the game.
Yeah.
It was great to see Jeremy Fears and Booker get to play against Oregon, and overall, I'm very excited for this team. What were you about to say, Chris? Sorry.
I was going to say Jeremy Fears had his fingerprints all over this game. He was everywhere. He played a really good game. It may have been his best game as a Spartan. So he did really well, and that's encouraging to see. I'll close this out with a stat. That is MSU's 8th straight Quad 1 victory. They're 8-0 in their last 8 games, all Quad 1 teams, all wins. 4 of those games were decided by more than 10 points, and 6 of them were decided by 9+ points. MSU is really looking on a bit of a roll right now, and will that translate into a 1 seed? I don't know. We got a little bit of work
One
to
up
do,
you
but
there, Chris. Of the 8 Quad 1 wins in a row for MSU, there are only 14 of the 364 extra BS teams in the country that have, Division 1 teams in the country that have 8 or more Quad 1 wins.
yep.
And MSU had that all in a row.
Yep, and MSU, that gives them 13 for the season. So I think our record in Quad 1 games is 13-4 this year. If I remember seeing that floating around somewhere. So MSU is certainly going to be battle tested going into the NCAA tournament, if not for anything else. So, and that's how Tom Izzo likes it, and that's why he's Tom Izzo, and that's why he schedules the games he does. So hats off to the Spartans. Good win today. Hats off to Emmett for some fun coverage. He's going to be there for the rest of the day covering the rest of the games. So keep following him, and then we'll get you some more content and get you primed for tomorrow's game. So Emmett, thanks for joining and popping in, and have fun the rest of the night. And everybody else, take care. We'll talk to you soon. Go Green.
Go White.